Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday 3 Veterans build.
Good morning, my people.
Ooh, light. That'll be helpful.
Here we are, then. It's 11 o'clock. It's Thursday. It must be Fokker.
It is.
Yeah.
John, you are looking very dark and moody today.
No, so there's a light that I don't have on. So, I'm not very illuminated. But if I move this way, it looks like my hair's just gone white.
You're not very enlightened today.
He's all sultry and dark.
The lighting do you know any good electricians? I need to move some or put in some new lights above my desk here.
I know one, but he's getting on a bit.
I know one, but he's a bit of a cowboy.
Oh, yeah. The judge did sort of ask me to stop doing that. Like, and he was just like, the smell of all those burning bodies. Can you just not do that anymore? The neighbours are complaining about, the eternal light show next door.
The neighbours are revolting.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
So, once again, doesn't Thursday come around quickly?
Yeah.
So it's been 2 weeks since I've touched this little Fokker because I had no power a week ago due to a large storm. So let the guys catch up for an extra week. But I'm back to doing the Fokker today.
Yeah, we didn't have it on, did we, last week?
We didn't. And it's so much quieter.
It wasn't the same.
It wasn't, you're right.
Don't listen to him, John.
He doesn't anyway. What are you on about?
No.
So what else have you been up to, John, for the last 2 weeks?
Well, I've been, my daughter, Erin, has now been returned to Tarinsville to continue. Yeah, the wild. To continue her marine biology studies and all that stuff like that. So as a result, the Ford Focus that you see in the cartoon on the intro video has been driven up to Townsville, a 3-day drive, and no animals were harmed on this trip. So that's a bonus. They got there, and Bron came back safely this morning. So,
all right. I was just going to say, did Bron go with her, or did she go on her own? But,
yeah. So they did that. It was my son's birthday last night. We went out to an Italian restaurant, and it was good.
I saw the picture.
There was beer and pizza and gnocchi and all sorts of stuff. So it was nice. Apart from that, I haven't been doing much on the Harrier, but I've been not fettling, but fitting bits together, and so far so good. So more of that later, probably tomorrow, really, on the Friday build. But I'm doing the Fokker today because we can. So I'll change your camera again. What about you, Gary? What have you been up to?
Well, quite a bit actually, although it doesn't look like it. One of the little projects I've got going on at the moment is my Bronco, and hang on, let me just change the lighting. That is now ready for some more camo going on, brown. That's that.
Investing into mirror tape.
That's actually Tessa tape.
Wow. Oh, there you go. You can buy shares in Tessa tape then.
Yeah, because a very good friend of mine and a good modeler, Mal Mayfield, recommended that over that, and it's just as good. So I've been using that, and then I purchased my Harrier for the Harrier Group build.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm now the proud owner of a 172nd Harrier GR9, and I've done the
very
cockpit.
Small.
Yes, it is compared to your 124th, but I haven't got room. But I've done the cockpit.
You haven't even got wings.
No, this is it. This is the stealth version. The rest of it's there. You just can't see it.
Wow, very effective. So this is an Airfix.
This is an Airfix. It's actually the Airfix gift set.
Lovely.
So I did the obligatory. Got rid of the paints straight away. Kept the brushes because they're not bad. And who uses tube glue anymore? Come on, Airfix.
I know, right? Why are they still putting that in there?
I know. But yeah, so I've started that for the Harrier build on the Bearded Veteran Creates Discord. Good. And what else have I done?
He is earning his group build sticker.
Yes. Oh, and I've purchased some Bearded Veteran Creates merchandise.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that shortly.
But don't tell Marion because she doesn't know.
There's one I particularly like.
Is it the one that Bron does not approve of?
No, it's the one that she really does approve of.
Wouldn't start with S, would it?
Yeah, STFU John. She loves that one. She's asked for 100.
Yeah.
So she can put them everywhere.
Yeah. What about you, Mikey? What have you been doing?
I've been working on the cockpit for the Harrier.
And your cockpit, may I say, sir, is looking very nice. And you did a bit of scratch building, didn't you?
Yes, because it was just a plain seat.
That's looking colourful. That's coming together nicely.
There you go. So I put a little, because it was just a plain seat, so I put a little ejection handle in between the legs and stuff, and piston, and I put the bar down the side and things.
Yeah. And the piston at the top, or the gas thing at the top, I didn't realise till he told me, is made out of what, Mikey?
Cocktail stick.
Oh.
Amazing. It's really good. Really good.
And then I painted all the buttons and things.
Yeah. Did you use pens for that, or did you?
No, just paints.
Just paints.
Yeah. I've still got to do the control panel.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to do as much on the ejector seat as I can first, because obviously that's the main thing you're going to see in there.
Yeah, because there's quite a lot of there's a lot of clear glass around it that you can see in. So
yeah, exactly. I might as well stay on this camera now. Ooh, water. Yeah. Ooh, got lots to chat.
Cool.
Yeah. What else going to do? Oh, John, you'll like these.
Oh yeah.
I got some new things yesterday. They arrived yesterday. Yeah,
like what?
They arrived during the members live. A little lifeboat Land Rover.
Oh, I do like that.
And even at that scale,
yeah.
Focus.
You could see it yesterday.
Scale, it's got a number plate on it.
Huh.
We've got to do map because they're a bit bigger.
What scale? That's not 72nd scale as well.
No, I think that's TT 120.
Okay.
That's nice.
What is that? Is that a Bedford? No idea.
It's a Land Rover 1-ton ambulance.
There you go.
You know what that needs?
What?
That needs weathering.
Yeah.
That looks too clean.
Yes, I agree. And
look at those beauties.
Mark III Land Rovers.
Many a happy hour spent in one of them on the airfield at Lynham.
Well, I've actually got a railway one as well in yellow.
So those Landies there.
Yeah.
Did that say 172nd on there?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Detail on it's brilliant, isn't it?
How cool is that?
You even got tire treads on them.
So if you had a 172nd GR1 or GR3, you could have a Landy next to it.
Yeah.
You couldn't with mine because mine's a GR9 and it'd be the wrong Land Rover.
But the you can get the yellow one, the Network Rail one on there.
I'd have to convert that.
Yeah. Well, all you'd have to do is take decal off, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd have to convert it to an air traffic control one.
Because that's a Land Rover Defender, that one.
Yeah. Cool.
But all them three cost me 20 quid.
Very good.
Nice.
Yes.
Where's my little snippers? Oh, there they are.
And we were having a chat before we came on here about how long we've got left on this build.
Mm-hmm.
We think we've got about 3 episodes left.
Maximum.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're not going to tell you, we're not going to announce what the next kit's going to be. What we're going to do instead is I'm going to put an affiliates link in the description so that you can go and find out for yourself. But I'm not going to put it in till after the show. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that.
This is my choice.
Yes. Gary's choice today.
Yeah.
This time.
And whatever we build after that one will be Mikey's choice, so he'll get his revenge.
Yes. Right, let's go through the chat.
Chatteroony, Chatteroony, it's time for the Chatteroony. There you go, little jingle for you.
Dieter says, first of the day. There we go.
Ah, lovely. Nice to see you come first.
Yes.
Julian says, good grief, up at Sparrow's Fart. Hagrid, second comment, morning, by the way.
Morning, morning, morning.
Timmy says, morning, lads. Hope you are both well.
Timmy! Both.
Yes, apparently me and you are an amorphous blob. Julian, morning, Tim. I'm breathing, sat up. Oh, hang on. He's on about Julian and Dieter.
Oh, right.
There you go. That makes sense. Julian says, morning, Tim. I'm breathing, sat up and functioning. Conscious, would be pushing it. Laugh out loud. How are you? At least Tim says, not too shabby.
Too shabby.
Julian, good to know. Morning, folks. Tiff says, morning, folks. Please don't forget to hit that like button.
Yeah, well, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
I still like it when we did that Telford video and he goes, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Jim says, good morning, evening to all.
Morning, Jim.
I might download that video and clip that bit out of it. And just have it as a separate little thing.
In
Take the sound
goblins.
off that bit. And have it as a sound effect on here. Athol says, okay, who left the purple bird seed out for me to follow? Bet it was that Jim from Chicago getting his own back on what I left out for him last week. Morning, folks.
Morning, Athol.
I think Athol's losing the plot.
Morning,
Rapidly.
Hamish, if you're around.
Athol, there you go, Tiff. Hit it so hard it bounced. Well, there you go. Dieter says, poor birdseed, Athol, for shame. And he says, hey, Julian, when I woke up, I saw the notification, so I went. Ooh.
When I woke up this morning, I went, yes, another day on planet Earth.
Well, that yeah, I won't talk about that actually. Dieter says veterans. No, it's to do with what I thought of when Dieter said that last comment.
Oh, right.
I saw the notification and I went in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was watching a podcast before I came on here, and they were talking about that Bonnie Gaines, that OnlyFans model, and how she's done a world record attempt and got by 1,057 men in 12 hours.
Oh my God.
Yes. So when Dieter said I saw the notification and went in, it just came.
I bet she walks like John Wayne now.
I bet she whistles when she walks.
Did you say walks like John Marley?
John Wayne.
Oh, right.
Right,
It's just different. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Dieter says, veterans, wakey, wakey, bakey, shaky.
Yeah.
Kieran, hi, everyone. Hope you're all well.
Morning, Kieran.
Morning. Ian, good morning, afternoon, evening, all. There we go.
Hello, good evening and welcome.
Athol says, so it's not 5 o'clock and it's not Crackerjack. No.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, to quote the song.
Dieter, I know one, but he's having a full charge today.
All right.
Julian, morning, Mikey, chair, farty pants, in the evening, John.
Good morning. It's all right. I'm carry on while I root through my drawers.
That would actually be a brilliant YouTube name for you, Gary. Chair, farty pants.
I actually do use Chair Force One a lot now.
Yeah.
Since I was recognised at Telford, Ian Ellison came up to me and said, "Are you Chair Force One?" And I thought, "Well, I am here. I have arrived."
The thing is, though, by the time Julian's finished, when it comes to Telford this year, everyone's going to be going, "Are you going Chair farty pants?"
Yeah, but when I turn up at Telford this year, I'll have a big fur coat on and an entourage
with a big clock on your chest.
It's a bling.
That'd be so funny. Dieter, also, here's a bit on the opposite part of the world, John, so would be a costly move. I don't know what he's talking about. Athol says, morning, Julian and Ian, Kieran, plus our host and his minions. I wouldn't call Gary and John minions.
Oh, very dare you.
Gary has more of a vocabulary than Banana. Julian says, showing your age there, Athol. Morning, by the way. Jim,
Right.
Athol. I see you found the birdseed I planted for you, part of my cunning plan.
A cunning plan, my lord.
Kieran, hi, Athol, Julian, Jim, Dieter, Ian, Tim, Tiff, and our 3 excellent hosts. Apologies if I missed everyone. Junk Works is in. Morning,
Benji's most upset. Well, John Works.
Yeah, I can't believe you missed Benji.
How can you miss Benji, the noisy little git?
Ian says, make your own sprue goo with the Airfix tube glue. Yeah.
I don't know whether you can with that. I thought it only worked with extra thin sprue goo.
I'm not sure. It's an experiment waiting to happen, I think.
Yeah.
Better looking Marley's in. He says, what brand is your big ass Harrier, Mikey? It is Airfix. 124 scale.
Right, I can't blame my daughter for nicking all my lighters because she doesn't smoke anymore. She gave up at Christmas. He picked the right time with Jake then breaking his back, but
yeah,
I can't find a lighter to unclog my Revell glue.
Oh dear.
Thing is, I know it's staring me in the face, going, "Here I am, you blind old sod."
Yeah. Ian says, Paul, it's the original Airfix 124th Harrier. It is indeed. It's a nice kit, actually.
It's the one my dad made when I was little.
Well, you think you were little. I don't think you've ever been little.
I was a little boy.
With little toys.
We can't do those songs. We're not doing those songs. Don't let me sing what I want to sing. I'm singing what you want to sing.
Yeah.
Jim says, my dream British plate license plate number is car 120C. Okay. Exploring says, sorry I'm late. You're not late, buddy.
Okay. As long as you've got a note from your doctor.
Yeah. Tish says, don't apologise, Rich. You made it. That's what matters. Yeah. Julian, modelling related question. Why do Airfix persist in including Humbrol tube glue in starter sets when Humbrol do better products? Precision polycement and liquid polycement.
Well, that's my point. I mean, who the hell? I mean, there you go. These are what I took out of the starter set for the Harrier. You know, the tube glues go back to the 70s and that, don't they? And you know, we all know that the minute you squeeze that, you get 1,000 times more glue than you need.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's all about price point. I think if they had a little tiny bottle like Airfix do of these, the contactor, even the container for that would cost a lot more than the stuff in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think the price of a starter kit from Epix would be higher than a lot better brands of kits in the same scale.
Yeah.
I think it's just a thing. So obviously they do the sums. They look at, they sell a certain number of starter kits, and it's the only way they could do it and make it affordable without pricing themselves out of the market.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if it's a starter kit, they do provide everything you need to build and paint that kit.
Yes,
bar tools in that set. So yeah, I do get that, but no, I've got so many of these bloody tubes unopened in a drawer up there that I don't know what to do with, but I might see if I can make sprue goo with it. I don't think it'll work, but it'll be an experiment.
Experimental.
Now, if I could just find a lighter, I could unplug me contact here.
Well, I could pass mine to you.
You could, but I'm one of those people.
I could pass mine.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that's going to bug me all day.
Well, that's just because you're slightly strange. Julie says, maybe not the liquid, as that would be harder to package. Well, yeah. Scott says, hello. Hello, Scott.
Hello, Scott.
Hello.
Dorcosaurus is in. He's made it to the beginning of the show. Fantastic.
Morning, Dorcosaurus. Well done, you.
Yeah. Says, good morning, peoples. Hope your day is going well. It is, thank you.
It will
All the better for you.
well. If I found what I'm looking for, to quote the song, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. That's really bizarre. Because...
Exploring says, thanks, Tiff. Tiff says, as discussed on yesterday's members live, I shall be skipping some hellos just because we end up having a lot of them. Yes, we do. Especially if it's hellos to each other.
Hello.
She says, good day, all you beautiful people. A tad later than usual. I have to watch people for an extra night. Oh, well, someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
She says, then you practically ran to give me a hug, Gary.
Yes, I did. I almost broke into a run.
Yeah. And Tiff almost broke into a sweat seeing it. The fear was palpable.
What I did was I ran, barged Tiff out the way and hugged Sonic.
Yeah. And that was just on the way to the bar.
Oh, don't mention bar around John.
No.
Oh, John, did you know there's a bar at Telford?
Bullshit. You had me on.
Even I went there with Gary.
Yeah. I had a beer there with Mick Wilson as well.
You did? Dieter. No, Tiff. That is not acceptable. Ooh. Posty. Wow, it's dark already, eh?
Hey?
It's going dark already. Look at how low the cloud is.
How low can you go?
Nigel says, morning all good? Absolutely.
Morning, Nigel.
Sure are. Yeah.
Kieran. Kieran, sorry for missing Benji. Hi, Benji.
He'll alert you as to his presence in a minute, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially now he's heard his name. Julian says, Jim, is your plan so cunning you could put a tail on it and appoint a professor of cunning at Cambridge University? The junk says, the less I know about what you boys do with your little toys, the better.
It is probably a wise thing to say.
Yes. Black Hat Scale Models, he says, evening all. Hello, Black Hat.
Hello, Black
Hoi
Hat.
hoi.
Where are we? I thought, morning, Benji. Is that the postie?
Postie at 11:30? Cool, we've got another hour yet before he shows his face.
Yeah, and later, aren't we?
But fair play to him, he's still in his shorts.
That's so they can show off the massive calves that they build up. It's like when you go to the gym and the guys that are wearing, all the guys that are in there every day doing bodybuilding always wear vest tops so they can stand in front of the mirror flexing their arms.
This is it.
Flexing their arms. Okay, right.
Yeah. You'd have a good deal of difficulty flexing the other one, John.
Well, I don't know. I've had lots of practice.
I bet that
Playing
girl.
God Save the Queen and all that.
I bet that girl you were talking about earlier, who slept with 1,000 men in 24 hours, can flex her ass.
Yeah. 1,057.
Oh my god.
God.
And it's not 24 hours, it's 12 hours.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
I take it she didn't do the washing.
It works out because people on the podcast worked it out. It works out at 1.4 blokes every minute for 12 hours without stopping. That's if she did it without stopping.
Where did they find all those 0.4 blokes?
I know. It must have been smaller than the average bloke.
Moving on.
Duke says, "Good day, Black Hat. I was so close to winning your competition." Black Hat had a competition, and I missed it.
Oh, he did. Yeah. He did.
Can't believe I missed it.
Yeah. See,
I don't seem to be getting notifications for channels anymore. For some reason.
I listened to the latest edition of On the Bench, and there was a wonderful chat about the M113, the armored personnel carrier.
Yes.
And it was really good. I very much enjoyed it.
I was listening to the latest Just Making Conversation, and I would say that was one of the best Just Making Conversations they've ever done. And they had Graham Pearson on, or Alan.
Oh, he's nice, yeah.
Alan, as he's also known as.
John, you sounded like you almost fancied him then.
He fancies everybody.
Well, you know, I'm only human, and you know, what can I say? Yeah.
You should have heard his
Graham,
reaction when he saw me in my uniform.
God. Yes.
Moving on.
Julian says, reference number plates. I thought of getting a personalised plate, CH54RWF. His dad's initials were CH and his national service started in 1954 with the Royal Welsh Fusiliers. Fits the UK format too. It does. Okay. Which means it doesn't stand out.
Would you have to pay to have personalised plates made?
Yeah.
Is it a one-off?
You have to buy it from DVLA.
Quite expensive.
Right. Depends what state you're in here, how much you pay. New South Wales is prohibitive, so I have not done it.
Well, don't forget the UK is about the same size. The whole UK is about the same size as maybe
Victoria.
Yeah. So we only have one governing body for it, which is DBLA, which is based in Swansea.
DBLA, what is that an acronym
Drivers
for?
Vehicle Licensing Association.
Oh. Sounds like a good name for it.
Yep. They're one of those companies that no matter what you do, if you try to contact them, you cannot. Even if you ring their numbers, you cannot get hold of them.
Same with Department of Works and Pensions.
Sounds like Orion maintainers in the Air Force. Well, not that they fly them anymore.
Jim says, Julian, my plan is not anywhere near as cunning as anything Baldrick came up with.
Of course.
Aussie Ian's in, says, good evening and good morning, all.
Hello, Ian.
You were telling us about Aussie Ian the other day, weren't you?
Yeah, we had a good chat at our club. Him and I are members of the same Hunters Car Modelling Society. So we tend to have an interesting chat. So he was talking. I was talking about Models for Heroes and this stream and all that sort of stuff. And Ian piped up with, "Oh, it's really good. He finds it very interesting to have on in the background if he's modelling at the bench and stuff, and how much he enjoys the stream." So thank you, Ian.
Thank you, my dude.
Thank you.
The check is in the mail.
Yeah.
Black Hat says, Duke, haha, just one person away. Dogsaurus, I woke up at 4 and can't go back to sleep. That's not good. That is most unfortunate. Dieter, hey Black Hat, you found scale models for vets. Do you know what? Even though scale models for vets is in Dutch,
Yep.
I actually really enjoy it because it makes it more fun for me. Because it sounds like the episode of Red Dwarf where they're all speaking backwards.
Oh, okay.
Where
I thought you were about to say it sounds like Austin Powers.
I'd just like to formally apologise to all of our Dutch friends.
Oh, Dieter already knows.
Yeah.
Dieter's Belgian, so I'm assuming it's Dutch that they're speaking.
Flemish, isn't it, in Belgium?
I don't know.
Oh, he clears his throat occasionally.
Dutch, Flemish, German, French. They're very
multilingual.
I just about struggle with English.
I've just realised I've got a problem with my Fokker.
Ew.
That's
And
what
what
she
should
should.
that be?
The receptacles for the machine guns
Yes.
are too low down.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let's glue these bits together.
They are. You see them there.
Oh, yeah. Can we zoom in, please?
I can't zoom in on this camera. Oh, sorry.
No, there we are.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, at least focus though, Gary.
They're actually too low down for the guns to go through the loop thing.
Yeah.
I don't think they go through the loop.
No.
Don't they?
So
No.
what you're looking at there is the exhaust chute for the exhaust. It's where the
It's the
spent
feed.
casings.
Oh, right.
Oh,
So
yeah,
they might
sorry,
be
the
right.
feed. The feed from the magazines up
Yeah.
into the guns.
See, even
So-
yours though are higher than mine.
Are they?
Yeah. If you look at mine side on,
The bit that goes into contact with them, Gary, is the
Oh, I see.
magazine
I might get away with it then.
feed.
I might get away with it.
Yeah, you might. You might, Rabbit. You might.
I'll give it a go.
You might, Rabbit.
We'll give it a go. See what she's like.
Tiff says, I pretty much threw my backpack at Sonic to hug you back. Oh.
That's true.
Oh,
That's true. And they just needed some romantic music playing as we ran towards each other.
oh.
Past each other.
I was thinking more Jurassic Park, but
I was
Can I
thinking
just
the white
say,
stripes.
Tiff? Can I just say, Tiff? There is no way I think of you as a dinosaur. So I.
Oh, who said I
apologise
was on about
for what
Tiff?
Mikey said.
I was thinking of the T-Rex when he's like at the end with his mouth up in the air and he starts like running after them. Penny says, morning, I'm afraid I'm slumming it in the Sheraton Hotel next to Heathrow Airport, aka just done an overnight run to London back to Glasgow tonight.
Oh, you should have taken the bus. It would have been less taxing on your legs.
Funny you should say that. She drives the bus.
So why'd you run?
Dieter, a bar at Telford. What is the world coming to? Gary props it up.
I had one beer.
He's one of the corner posts of the bar.
They got me own seat.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't sit there. Gary sits there.
Athol says, slumming it in the Sheraton. Posh place, Penny.
Yeah.
You could do a bit of plane spotting if you're right by Heathrow.
Yeah. Tiff says, apparently the reason they always wear shorts is because how much they walk around. They get too warm if they wear proper trousers. Yeah.
D9. E5 or D9.
Julian, postie, hell, when I was working the first post delivery of 2 a day, arrived before I left to work at 8 o'clock. Now I only get 1 delivery a day, and at the very earliest 12 o'clock. Yeah. It has changed, and it's gone into different ownership again now, hasn't it?
Yeah, some Czech bloke. Is it Czech or Romanian or Hungarian?
I don't know.
One of those areas.
I know it hasn't been a Royal Mail for a very long time now.
It's been a royal something, but not mail.
It's more of the occasional delivery service now.
Yeah. We'd like to deliver your stuff, but we can't be asked.
Yeah. It helps if I look for the craft knife in the craft knife drawer rather than the sticky tape drawer.
I can cut
Penny says, Julian, I used to have a personalized number plate, just had to change my name by default to A519LAH. The chunk works. Ah, yes, the high standards of conversation we all come here for.
Yes, absolutely.
No, we never promised high standards of conversation.
Well, we do spend hours upon hours in rehearsal.
Yeah, it's all scripted, Ian, I wear shorts because trousers rile up when you crouch. I always get asked, aren't your legs cold? I always reply with, I can't feel my legs.
Can't feel them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Can't feel them, they're not cold. Julian, I've rung DVLA a few times and don't usually have a problem, Mikey. But you live in South Wales. They don't
don't you live around the corner from them?
Yeah. They just don't like anyone north of the M4 or west of the border, east of the border even. Dieter, Belgians speak a dialect of Dutch called Flemish, indeed. The French-speaking part speaks Walloon.
Walloon.
Ooh, wow.
There you go. So, yeah. It's a dialect of Dutch, which is cool. Dieter, the German part is Germanish, as it mingles Flemish elements. Like the Amish have Pennsylvania Dutch, don't they? They speak Pennsylvania Dutch because it's Dutch, but with or Dutch and German and mixed together or something.
I don't know.
Mark says, hello, everyone. Emoji smile. Hello.
Mark.
Julian, John, personalised license plates in the UK start at £130 or 255.56 Australian dollars.
Yeah, it's about the same. Yeah. Ours are probably close to 300, but yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. Mark says, I recently did an Academy Sopwith Camel. Nice cheap kit, but the guns were mounted upside down. Fixed it, though. Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting, I think. Have we? No, I haven't got one, have I? Duke says, a modelling question, guys. I know it's weird. What do you use to fill gaps along the spine of your aircraft models?
It depends on the size of the gap.
Yeah. I use sprue goo or AK modelling putty. And occasionally, if I've got a large gap, I'll use a bit of plasticard as a shim and then sand it.
All right, so I've got some sprue goo, which I've got to admit I haven't used yet, but I've made up that. The advice from a modelling podcast was the clear sprues for windows and stuff like that. There's no dye in it, so it stays clear and there's no sort of contaminants in that. I also use this stuff, which is a Mr. Hobby, Mr. Finishing Surface, a 1500 wide. You get different grades. I find that very good. I also use a tip from Jen Wright, which is mixing super glue with talcum powder. And it makes like an emulsion, if you like. The more talc you put in it, the slower it dries the setting time for the super glue, and that works really well with no shrinkage. For little tiny ones, I just use the Vallejo plastic putty. So it depends on the size of the gap. For huge ones, I tend to use that, or the talc with super glue.
There we go.
Noisy little
John has probably told you every possible solution to the question.
Yeah, I'm still not good at it. Like, you can still see like that the seam along there. It goes a bit of a ghost seam. It's not so
I've
bad.
got a seam on mine, but I don't care.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
It's a pain.
But yeah.
Let's have a quick change of camera then, because someone's come to say hello. Look, Chase here.
Oh. Hello, Benji.
Who's that? Benji, look at the TV, look at the screen. Look, there's you.
Benji. Hello,
There's you.
Benji.
There's you. Oh, no. You want to go, don't you? I don't like
Looks
it.
like Scotty from Tintin, which I watched yesterday. Fantastic film. The Peter Jackson.
No, don't sit on my lap, because I'm busy.
Dieter says, off to lunch, you blokes and lasses behave-ish.
Sure.
Dieter,
Says,
you're writing checks we can't cash, mate.
Doug Sawyer says it's $25 for a personalised license plate. Mine is Heathen, spelt with a number 3.
Cool.
Must be from South Wales. Black Hat says CA glue clear, so it won't leave a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Julian, I don't know about check, Gary, but I think he wrote a check to buy Royal Fail. It bounced if current performance is anything to go by.
That's why you didn't do it with a postal order.
Modeling Man 99's back. He says, whoever owns that doggy, please mute it when it's barking. It's startling my birds. Thank you.
It startles me.
Yep.
Julian, my brother once said he was awaiting a delivery from Parcel Fast, so now I call the pair Parcel Fast and Royal Fail. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Duke, thanks, guys. I just have a slight seam along the kinetic carrier.
Yeah.
Duke Spruce in says, Benji, yay! And Spruce says, hi, Mikey panel and all in chat. Hi, Tiff. Hello, Spruce.
Whoa.
What goes on? Oh, there we go. Pen.
Don't you start again.
That was a different
Model
tune.
says, ooh, Posty, be right back.
Okay.
Well, just when we're talking about them, see, they turn up.
Yeah, like buses. Or policemen. Or police women.
Or bus drivers.
Yeah.
Right, I think it is time to do some decarling.
Right. I'm going to do a little bit of... the wood grain, the only bit of wood grain on this kit, by my reckoning, is the prop. So just to restate how I do props, this is from... oh, no. Dave's model.
Just before you go into this bit, John,
Yeah.
Julian said, oi, Mikey, I'm guessing Duck Sauce in the USA as the price was dollars. I know, mate. It was a joke. There you go. Sorry. I just wanted to react to that one. And Phil says, good day, all. Hello, Phil. Sorry, John. Go on. I'll shut up.
It'd be Mikey, shut the fuck up.
So what I do is it really depends. It's a mix of these are just acrylics. They're not oils. So it's just raw sienna, yellow oxide, and white. And if I want a little bit darker, I'd put in a little burnt sienna, and that will be the basis of the wood grain. And then to come back later on, once it's dry, and I'll probably give it 2 coats of that. But once it's dry, I go back with a. It's not here. Oh, it's around. It's got a. Where is it? I've got another. Oh, yeah, that one. A burnt umber oil, just with a wash over those colours there, and it comes up with what I think is an acceptable sort of wood grain thing. So showing here on the Bulldog, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. and how much of a wash you do is like, how much of a grainy effect you got going on. It works for me. So that's the way I do that. So I'll be doing that. As I say, it's a pretty small, thin blade prop, so it won't take long. I'll just paint it the browns now, and then probably do the wash next week. That will take a couple of days to dry. You just don't touch it for a couple of days. You can move it around, in fact, if you need to.
Excellent.
Oh.
Every day is a learning day at Bearded Veteran Creates. Tiff says, was just junk mail. Dorksaurus, yes, Mobile, Alabama. We just got snow for the first time in 10 years.
Oh, really?
Isn't that where Forrest Gump lived? Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, it could be. I did see, I think...
Florida got some, didn't they? And some snow.
Bourbon Street down in New Orleans got some snow as well. Had a snowball fight in the main drag there.
Wow. Was it a national event or something?
Oh, I don't know. Wasn't there. But, hell hath indeed frozen over in some states of America. Well, USA.
Julian says, I know you were joking, Mikey. I never take offense. Take the garden gate instead. Much more versatile with hinges and stuff. Yes. Oh, there you go. Forrest Gump was Greenbow, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
So why do I recognize Mobile, Alabama then?
From the music scene, I would have thought.
Possibly.
I don't know. It's probably mentioned a couple of songs.
Wasn't it mentioned in Convoy, Mobile, Alabama?
Oh, I don't know.
AD's in. He says, good day, Mikey, Chairfuss One, and Skippy.
Hello, AD.
AD.
That means so much trouble. You git.
Julian says, Tiff, you're nicking my job in research. John, I was watching a real crime program the other night.
He was on it.
Yeah. Was I?
But it is about his family.
Oh,
it has a link to his family anyway, or member of his family.
Well, it's only Bronzeside that has convicts.
No, it's your daughter.
Okay.
Oh, hello. This could get dodgy.
Your daughter is doing a marine biology in Townsville, isn't she? Because the Great Barrier Reef's there.
Yes.
Well, there was a family in England in mid 1800s, and their 16-year-old daughter murdered her toddler brother.
Oh.
But her other younger brother, when she went to prison at 16, when she was older for it, he eventually moved over to Townsville.
Okay.
Because he'd done marine biology, and he was the first person to actually document and create a book about the Great Barrier Reef.
There you go.
And once he'd moved over here, his family, his parents and stuff, actually moved to Wrexham by us. The book was written by Michael
is
William
Wrexham
Saville
where you,
Penn.
do you live in Wrexham?
No. I live about a few miles away from Wrexham.
Oh, Wrexham.
Wrexham.
It's an arse of a place.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's the one the locals avoid.
Yeah. So I wonder if you named, the chocolate starfish. You never know. Thoughts of home.
In a hot dog flavoured water.
Yeah.
Do you remember that song?
Nope.
It's by a band called Limp Bizkit. And the
I've
album...
heard of Limp Bizkit.
Well, the album was named Chocolate Starfish in a Hot Dog Flavoured Water.
Oh, let's move. I've just done all that deckling with the camera on my face.
Oh.
And one of the songs on it was called Rolling.
Rolling.
So going to have me singing Rawhide now.
That's better.
No, that's what that OnlyFans woman is.
I think that's raw something else, to be honest. Tiff says, no, I just remember it from the film. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Yeah. When I was watching the documentary and they were talking about it, I thought, oh, that's where John's daughter's just studying microbiology as well, marine biology.
Yes.
So she'll be studying. She's probably had to read the book that he wrote or something, or at least knows of it.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, I'm going to move to the modelling desk. I'm going to get a bit of RLMO2 down on all these struts. These are all the interplane cabane struts and the trapeze for the undercarriage and the wheels. All of it is RLMO2.
The strut is stuff. Doop-be-doo.
Doop-doo. And I do have at the centre of my wheels a purple.
Oh, yeah. You've got...
Focus. Focus. There we go. So, yeah, I've got purple wheels, so I'm going to have to probably bust out the circle gauge and paint them because there are masks. Well, yeah, it's got masks, but it's for the full size.
No, it's not for the
wheel. It doesn't have a smaller version. Mine's the only one that doesn't have a single, a single color wheel. So that's all red, all yellow, all black, all red, and mine is half RLMO2 and half purple. So it's a bit of a bugger. So and the masks don't have a size for that. They've just got the full circle. Which is also a bit of a bugger because it comes with all these other ones that it says not to use, well, you don't use for these versions or whatever. So you've got this massive mask set that for me is pretty much useless.
Yeah, I haven't used mine either.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm not complaining much. But no, all my struts and everything else are going to be RLMO2. So I'm just going to proceed, go and paint them. And I'll probably get the purple done because half of my undercarriage trestle is purple as well. So I'm going to mosey across to the bench. Just bear with. Oh, so I'll have to change cameras.
Bear with.
That one. Like that.
Oh, John!
There we go. So if you didn't already know, just before we went live, I got a particular song in Gary's head, knowing that he's not allowed to sing it. And yeah, like that. I am successful.
Mission accomplished.
All right. So, spray booth on.
That's where I've heard it. In Con Air, Nicolas Cage's character is from Mobile, Alabama.
Okay. I know there was a train disaster. It fell off a bridge many years ago, probably in the 80s. I remember that being on the news.
Because at the start of the film, he's at home with his wife and that on leave.
I can't get my head round
They keep saying that he's going to go home to Mobile, Alabama.
To a club they call Big Jacks.
Julian says, good memory, Tiff. I don't have one of those. Jim, lots of snow accumulation across South Texas, Louisiana, North Florida, into Georgia and the Carolinas. Those folks aren't used to snowfall anywhere near the totals that fell.
Yeah.
Where the devil is the prop on this?
Where the devil is lay prop on this?
There it is. Scott says, did you know rain is wet?
Sure did. Found out last week.
Jim says it would be like a blizzard hitting Tahiti.
Oh, well, that's happened.
Junkwork says we have a place here called Tort. TBG's in. He says hello, everyone. Hello, TBG. I don't know which propeller I'm supposed to be using. Athol says I heard a rumor, Jim, that the alligators that frequent the canals in Florida have all but moved out to sea as the canals are frozen over.
Well,
interesting. Takes some temperatures to do that, doesn't it?
Well,
Dorksaur says Bubba was from Coden, Alabama, just south of Mobile. Julian says Wrexham, not Wrexham, and the stream goes downhill again. Mind you, Summit was always ambitious. Duke posting a pic in tips, tricks, advice section of Discord on the VMH Black Flexi CA I use for seams and gaps on aircraft models. Yeah, I use that stuff.
yeah, that's good because you can see when you've sanded it down, can't you? See where you've got to sand.
Yes.
That's the words I was badly looking for.
Yes, well done, Gary. You learned to speak English.
I will go and have a lie down.
okay, my camera's dropped out. I'm going to leave the stream and come back in to see if I can rectify that.
Okay.
Yes, he's frozen that.
He has.
Yeah, I think I'm just. Yeah, I don't know why I bought a Chromebook. I'll be back in a Momo.
Okay,
Roger. Boy. Pip, pip, boulders, here I lie.
Yeah.
Then there was two.
Drew says, I don't remember typing that. Yes, I do. Very good.
Oh, John, I'm going to kill you.
I don't think that one. It is. Okay. So they have different design propellers depending on which aircraft it is as well.
Yeah.
Which means I've got plenty of spare propellers for doing scratch. For doing.
You have. If you ever do another shitty chitty bang bang.
Where are my snips? Sprue says baby shark.
Don't start.
Dorkosaurus, that train wreck was in the early 90s, maybe mid 90s, because I lived here when it happened. There we go. Hello, John.
Hello, I'm back.
There he is.
Welcome, more mobile, John.
Oh, did a mobile?
No, mobile, as in you're moving.
RLMO2.
Tammy's in. She says, good morning, everyone. Hello, Tammy.
Good morning, Tammy. Hope
they had a trip.
Well. Oh, did they? Where did they go? Somewhere nice.
To a railway exhibition type thing.
Oh, yeah, in Anaheim. I can't remember the name of it. I had heard of it as being a train museum. So for somebody not into trains, it must be a significant one.
Well,
my sister's
you
in
say
Hawaii.
You say that, but you liked building the Battle of Britain class.
Oh, sure did.
John,
Hello.
In the members only live yesterday, Gary actually admitted that he enjoyed building the train.
Bullshit.
I never said otherwise. I've never said that I didn't enjoy it.
That was great. I really enjoyed that build. Right.
So, one of the ideas that came out of the members live, John, is maybe doing the big boy locomotive kit.
A big boy locomotive kit.
Yes.
John says to Bron, I'm just going down the shops to get a big boy.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm just thinking, you've already got one.
You're not referring to Little John, are you?
Duke says, thanks, Jim. Julian, I laugh when a little bit of snow brings the UK to a halt. Canadians are probably looking at us thinking, you call that snow?
I know. It's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll restate the fact that I've never been in snow. Well, not good stuff. I've been in slush once.
I can honestly say, John, you haven't missed anything.
Ooh. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? So, yeah. When we're in the Falklands, some genius base commander at Mount Pleasant Airfield.
Must have been RAF.
Yes. Because C. Biffy was RAF.
Yeah.
Decided it'd be a spiffing good idea just before winter to paint, because they had these massive boulders to line the side of the road to act instead of
paint them white.
Yes, they did. Just before a Falklands winter.
Yeah.
So guess what sort of repair jobs we were having to do most of?
Yeah. I ran into a boulder.
Yeah. We were driving down the road and just suddenly stopped. Dieter, isn't it, or wasn't it Australia Day? It was.
No, 26th of January. It's Australia Day.
Julian, also when councils react surprised and haven't gritted the roads and think the snowfall forecasted was probably a clue. Yeah. But saying that, they're always forecasting snow.
Ah, yeah, that's the red top papers and all that, Beast from the East, and it's all crap.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Julian, also when I've just read that one. There you go. Tammy says, we are in Massachusetts for the Amherst train show. Ray's favourite train is the Big Boy. There we go. We're going to have to do a Big Boy kit.
All right, that's it. We're doing a Big Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
Yeah. I've got the kit on my shelf. So, yeah. Julian, translation, base commander equals uninformed pillock. Yeah. Yeah. They were great with stuff like that.
It's Revell, isn't it, that do the Big Boy?
It is. It's 187 scale because it's HO.
Oh, okay. I thought it was much larger. I thought it was.
Oh no, it is. It is.
Or something.
It is a lot bigger than the Battle of Britain class that we've done.
Yeah,
because
yeah. I figured that.
Big. With the tender, it's like 50 something centimeters long.
Oh.
And that's with the tender and because you get a bit of track with it as well, like a base for it. But they had
the base.
They had an automatic stoker on them, which is pretty cool.
Pardon me.
Junkwork says, we laugh up here when the rest of the UK thinks it's windy. We have gales most of the winter and regularly have wind speeds over 100 mile an hour. Yeah. See, to me, that would just get depressing. Tammy says, wish I could get Ray that kit, but I do not think he could handle building it.
Oh, okay.
It's quite a large kit.
It's very often found in Hobbycraft.
Yeah, and it's not that expensive either.
Remind me how old Ray is?
He's an adult, but he's severely autistic.
Uh-huh.
So he struggles with complex kits and things.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tammy. I do apologise if I am.
I'm busy looking. One thing you should never do, and I haven't done it, is just a warning. Do not go Google search Big Boy.
What? You can find
Well,
my photo.
That shut up. So there's a
Sure, this
rebel.
actually looks quite nice as a monoplane.
Right, so the paint I'm using, this is, I just happen to be in the country where they produce this stuff, but I'm using SMS RLM02, which is it's a German grey green. And yeah, it looks like all the struts. It's always been like a German military color. All the struts and everything are
It's
that
all about
color.
the struts.
Yeah, but being a lacquer, I'd be able to paint the purple pretty much straight away. So
Yeah.
that'll be all right. And for the purple, I'm using the Mr. Hobby. Yeah, purple.
Oh, there's a point. Before I do the prop, I can do the struts because I'm pretty. I primed them ahead of time. Fantastic. See, I'm not an idiot.
What you've done already?
Well, I've primed them, yeah. Because all I've got to do then is just stick them on and then put an overcoat on them. Tammy says, we will definitely watch when you build it. He does have autism, but he does great with Legos. But he's just starting out. He's not done a kit that at that kind of level yet. I think it would overwhelm him. Yeah.
Sure.
Legos are cool kits. You can get a lot of cool stuff on it.
Yeah. Bron built a Lego kit today, a little one. It's an Animal Crossing one.
Julian, one F-16 pilot accidentally ejected when he was using a piddle pack, so lost a few millions worth of perfectly working jet, promoted to base commander.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where they promote you away from the danger, isn't it?
Yeah. Promoted to a desk.
Where you can do the least damage. TVG says, the US had the big boy, the UK had the big Bertha. Locos, of course. We also had the Bayer Garretts. We did.
The Bayer Garretts. Okay.
We had a lot of cool locomotives.
Yeah, we don't. We got some, but you know.
Iconic names like the Mallard.
Yeah. The A4 Pacifics.
The
of which the Mallard was just one.
The Golden Arrow.
I do love the Mallard.
The smokestack on that was an accident during production.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it was a. I heard, yeah, it was a smudge. Somebody sort of like, it was clay. It was still wet, and they went smudge in the air.
When they were doing the wind tunnel tests on the clay model, they couldn't get the airflow to sit flat across the top and go where they wanted it to. And the guy was getting frustrated, and he just picked it up without thinking and squashed the funnel flat with his thumb. And then they tested that shape, and it worked. Useless bit of information there for you people.
Hey.
Happy accident.
Yes, a happy accident.
Just like the guy in the F-16. Well, he got promoted.
Yeah, well, that's true. I guess.
Okay.
I got to do the machine guns first. Oh, fucker. Julian, the United States Air Force probably figured ordering too many staples would be less costly than losing an F-16.
Yeah.
It's 2 lorry loads, actually. Oh, crumbs. Right. A5. Oh, I need to get a sprue rack. This is getting annoying. A5. There we go. I'm going to have to do the PE on these, aren't I?
Oh, you don't gotta if you don't wanna. It's your
Well,
model.
what's the point of us doing a trophy pack if I'm not going to at least try and do the PE?
That's true.
You know what I mean? I mean, like I didn't buy this one; it's part from a Secret Santa, but
To use the words of a great Australian prophet, you do you.
yes. TBG says said staples were probably the defunct F-16.
You're probably right.
See, the thing is with kits like this, you get so much like upgrade stuff with it, and you don't use a lot of it. And I begrudge throwing it away, so I keep it for other stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, fuselage halves of a Fokker D.VII can't really be used for much else.
Yeah, they can. Crash dioramas and things. And scratch builds, you can use stuff like that.
Maintenance areas.
Yeah, you can do all sorts with them. You just got to have a bit of imagination, Mr. Australian.
Gonna just say he's got more imagination than I have.
Be careful, otherwise I'll make you do a diorama as revenge for the next one.
I am doing dioramas this year.
We've converted you.
I don't know when.
George says an F-35 pilot had non-responsive aircraft, so ejected. Not sure how much trouble he got into, but supposedly because Lockheed Martin says he didn't diagnose the issue properly.
Yeah, how much time did he have to diagnose that issue?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it?
I saw that clip today of an F-35B. I think it hit the ground, then it sort of started going forward, and it couldn't turn off the engine, and then he ejected. Maybe it's that one. I was watching that thinking either something's gone really wrong, which I doubt, or he just maybe it was just human error. But I can't understand. He must have got his arm stuck, and he couldn't knock the throttle back. I don't really know because they have side sticks, for one for the throttle, and the other one for flight control. But they also have an elbow rest, and I think his arm was probably caught on the wrong side of that, and he couldn't get his arm back. I don't know. I wasn't there.
That'd have been painful if he ejected then.
Well, yeah, he lived. So Martin Baker, that paid for itself.
What Martin Baker are we on now, anyway?
I can't recall.
So I know the Harrier's Mark 9.
Yeah, these are. I can't recall. Maybe it's a Mark 11 or 12. I don't know. But they are remarkable.
This is one where the plane fixed itself and kept flying.
I don't know. I don't really follow it anymore.
George says the actual issue he had was classified.
Yeah. Well, they never really talk about it.
Yeah. Tiff, well, just been advised of an amber warning for wind and snow here in the northeast. Just great when I'm planning on traveling this weekend. Modders might not be here tomorrow because she might be on the train or the bus or something. Or she may be on a broom going up to Scotland.
How rude.
I can say that because she's in the back room.
First time ever a host has been kicked off his own stream by the moderator.
Yeah. That's why I turn up every week to see if that'll happen.
TBG says, bit like the Harrier GR5 that flew on after ejecting the pilot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Mind you, these there is a podcast. It's the Royal Aeronautical Society.
Yes.
They interviewed. Well, it was a talk by the head of one of the people, chief engineers of Martin Baker, about the history of the company. But then at the end of it, he's asking people asking him questions, and he talks about the F-35 seat. And it's remarkable in that for the B model, if you lose lift at the front, the seat will eject without pilot input if it feels it needs to. But it's that good that it just won't do it until it needs to. But it has to do it in, I think it's 0.3 of a second, faster than the human brain can work out there's actually going to be a problem with it.
Yeah.
So hats off to Martin Baker. They've saved more lives than they've killed.
Yeah. Thing is, right, can you imagine? You're there flying your plane thinking everything's normal. Next minute you're outside, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
where's the plane
but
gone?
you'd only be in the hover. So, yeah. But everything remarkable I know about the F-35 and the B model is, like, for a Harrier to land on a ship, you need to match airspeed, wind direction, the rolling pitching of the deck and all that sort of stuff. You don't. With a F-35, you go alongside it, literally hit a button, and it'll land on the same spot of the deck every single time.
Yeah.
Without you doing anything. You can just take your hands off, and it'll just be like cars doing an auto park thing. And that's incredible.
I've got that auto park on my car. I want to try it out. But I'm just too nervous to do it at daytime when it's busy.
And if you're, a pilot, F-35 pilot, listening to this podcast, and you say, "Yeah, I don't trust it. I'm a pilot," and stuff like that, my view is, well, you're wrong. You're just plain wrong.
Yeah, you tell those pilots that they're wrong.
No, just trying to convince, Hercules flight engineers that they've been replaced by a computer. Like, it's 20 years later, and some of them are still not convinced. I'm just thinking, well, the only Hercs that have been lost had flight engineers. What can I say? I'm getting cranky again. I'll shut up.
Yeah, John. Tiff says, "No, I'm going to my nana's as it's her birthday tomorrow. She'll be 79. Ah, okay. So you're travelling by Broome then. Julian says, "It's easy to criticize."
Oh, quick!
Yay! Start singing. Boom, 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 boom.
He's back.
That wasn't me.
Oh, crap.
That was my modders getting big boots. I said
back.
boots with a T. Julian, it's easy to criticise in a warm office. In my honest opinion, harder to diagnose a problem in a hurry when your life's at risk. Classic example of a REMF, in my honest opinion. Yes.
Well, you can replace an F-35. You can't replace the pilot.
Well, yeah. You can train another one, but as a person, you can't. Junkwork says, "I see you like to live dangerously, Mikey." Yes.
Mikey lives life on the edge.
Julian says, "Happy birthday for tomorrow to her, Tiff."
No.
Bell Dieter says, "I come back on and John says he'll shut up." Damn. And Dieter says, there goes the beard. And he says, "Laugh my ass off, Tiff." TBG says, "Pilot was killed sadly with the Ghost GR5 deck cord and the canopy failed to go off and snap the pilot." Yeah.
Oh, that'd do it.
Yeah. George says, "It's trust in the aircraft pilots. It's trust in the aircraft pilots like to know that planes will do what they tell it to do." Yeah. That's why a lot of pilots in the Second World War, British pilots, loved the Spitfire so much, because they said it just felt like they strapped the plane on and just flew. They just knew what it could do.
Apparently, you only had to think about turning, and it turned.
Yeah. Julian, I thought I'd stuffed up and muted the channel then. Doug says, "Be right back. Need to give the puppy dogs their morning treats and let them out." No problems. Right. Okay. Apparently, to do the PE part of these machine guns, right, you got to cut the barrel out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Replace it with PE, and then stick a bit on the end for the muzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I used the ones that were already molded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing the same.
Because you've also got to roll that PE into a cylinder.
Yeah, and it's got to be the same diameter.
Yeah, and it's going to be really... So PE, if you've not used it, viewers at home, tend to try to open up and spring back. You can roll it to a certain size, but being, either brass or stainless steel or steel, it'll just try to unroll again. So you've got to roll this thing really small. And in 48 scale, the barrel of a machine gun is really small. So I'm doubting I'll be able to do it either.
That is the part. Ooh. Hang on, let me try and focus. There you go. There's the no. So that front cylinder has got to be cut off and then replaced with PE, and then the little the muzzle on the very front there has got to be reattached. So yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, I might just I'll give it a go, but I'll probably just use a plastic myself.
Do you know what I might do?
Get Gary to do it.
No, what I might do is, rather than cut the barrel out, is just paint the gun and then put the PE over the top, pre-painted, so that you got two different colours on it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I was airbrushing.
So rather than cut the barrel of the machine gun out, paint the machine gun, paint the PE part a different colour, and then glue the PE onto the barrel, so that you got two different colours to give it depth.
Sure.
I might try that.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Of course, when I was doing all the priming, I forgot to prime the machine guns and things.
All right, so here we go. I'm painting, as discussed earlier, the centre of my wheels. I'm using a circle gauge, just holding the part up to it and just using that as a template.
Julian says, Hagrid, if you believe John will shut up, may I interest you in this bridge I have for sale?
It's funny because it's true.
George says, YouTube decided Mikey was going to say something stupid 0.3 seconds before he did. Julian, laugh out loud. George, if that were the case, nah, too easy. Dieter, that is a submachine gun.
Yes.
And he says, coffee back, Garmish.
That's a bloody good idea.
It is.
Really
I shall pour myself on now.
We've only got 40 minutes to go. I shall have, instead of a coffee, I shall have a chocolate eclair.
Oh, goodness me.
Ooh, so much for diabetes, eh?
Left over from Christmas before I open me Werther's Originals.
Right, the other thing I need to do is the base. It's the area where the machine guns get mounted in front of the pilot. On mine, apparently it's purple, but it doesn't really detail it so well. In that, if you guys look at page 15, you'll see, unlike all the other planes, it's got different colour splodges in there. It's got splodges of grey. So it might be a type of lozenge cam, but they don't supply it as a decal, for instance. So I need to paint it purple.
Ha! Mine was just green.
So I'm now going to paint my magazines purple.
Tiff says, sorry, always wanted to do that. Perfect opportunity. What, you always wanted to kick me off my stream?
Oh, yeah.
Are you taking over the world next or something?
I've just realised something. Oh, what a silly old Hector.
You just realised something. Carrots are orange, or purple, or black, or yellow.
Messaging me now. No, I've ballsed up the painting
Oh,
slightly.
well, that was silly.
But it's not. It's not. But the front of the this part here that I'm pointing to here shouldn't be red. It should be black.
Yeah, that's the second time you've done that on that fuselage.
Yeah.
Because you did it with underneath as well, where you painted the white the black too short,
Yeah, that's right.
or the red too short.
The red too short. And so I am about to correct it.
So I don't have dark iron. So what I'll do is I will paint it black.
The gun?
Yep.
From what I understand, they're black anyway. Any pictures I've seen of these guns, they're black. Like,
well, what I'm going to do, old boy, is I'm going to paint the actual gun itself black, and then the P that I'm going to wrap around it, I'm going to paint with chainmail.
sounds like a plan.
I think so. Not that anyone will ever notice, because it's only me that's ever going to see it up close. Because I don't go to shows.
You go to Telford.
I do. That's the only one, though.
And you're going again this year.
Yes.
All right. Would have been impromptu masking around forward part of the cockpit. I do like this purple colour. I'll show you a bit later on.
I need purple, but I haven't got any, so I'm going to have to mix some, which is really great because purple is made red and blue, and I'm colourblind. And I can't tell the difference between purple and blue. Julian says, going back to Airfix start sets and I think spurious claim to contain everything you need to make a model, I watched one of their Spitfire videos once, and with no sense of irony, part 1 of 2, part 2, he then used 5 tools not in the set. Their new videos now include Humbrol's kit construction tool sets. There we go. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, other than a knife, you probably could make a model with that stuff, but it's just going to be, yeah, it's not going to be as enjoyable.
No, but as they do say, it is a starter set. Well, this was a gift set, not a starter set, the Harrier that I've got. But you want to get a feel for scale modelling and the absolute basics of it all.
So,
got the joys of my diabetic eye screening this afternoon.
That'll go well with your chocolate eclairs. And
I'm going to have another chocolate eclair.
Yay!
Diabetes, yay!
Oh, that reminds me, I've got some double Coke Tim Tams in the fridge. I should go and get them.
I had Tim Tams the other day. They were nice. Ish.
They're not penguins. They're like penguins.
Yeah. they're like bigger versions of penguins. They're just penguins on steroids.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying the manufacturers put steroids into their biscuits.
When anybody's watching.
Yes. So, Chatland, other than Tiff, obviously, and Julian, what do people think the next build is going to be? There's a question. There have been a few clues over the last few live streams that I've done.
A slip of the tongue, more like.
No, they were clues. I want to see if anyone picked up on them. Tiff says she has hers on the 14th of Feb. Thanks for reminding me, Gary.
Nice Valentine's Day present for you.
Mm.
An afternoon of blindness.
Julian says, if I recall correctly, after saying to use a knife and snips, he used a hobby knife, clippers, sanding sticks, and 2 other things I don't remember.
Yeah.
This thing, you can probably get away, if you're careful with using a craft knife, you probably can get away without doing a lot of the sanding and stuff like that.
You can, because you can use. I've seen people use this side of the knife,
yeah,
as a scraper. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But you need a pair of snips to get them off the screw, because quite honestly, trying to do it with a knife, you're just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Go again with that black.
So, yeah. Come on, Chatland. Let's have your guesses. What could we possibly be doing for the next build? We're not going to tell you if you're right or not. You'll have to find out later on when I post it in the description for this live.
It's funny. You ask the chat, what do you think the next build will be? And universally, they'll come back and say, shit.
Julian says, my guess is a model kit of some description, although I may need to be slightly more precise. Yes.
We have. I'm sure we've let it out the bag once already.
Yes. I think we did, and I have to tell you off for it.
I didn't say what it was. I said what the what do you call it? Genus. What category it was. I think
that's a good title for the next one. The 3 vets haven't got a bloody clue.
Do you know what? I played Candela Obscura on a Saturday with the Taxel Advanced game, and my character in it that I created is a detective called Detective Dimsiniad.
Simeon?
Sunyad.
Sunyad, okay.
And it's Welsh for no clue.
Oh, wow. So that's why they call him Dim Sims, because no one knows what's in him.
I'm just reading the blurb about this particular aircraft I'm building.
Yes.
And this arrived from the factory on June the 13th, 1918. And was lost on June the 29th. It lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's about the average life expectancy back then for a pilot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mind you, like he survived the war. Yeah.
The pilot of it was Ernst Udet, who went on to become a senior commander in the Luftwaffe, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did.
Tiff says, when you find out what it is, please don't spoil it for the others. Yeah.
No.
Spoils the fun.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me, because I don't want to be surprised.
Yeah. Jim says, much prefer to be surprised.
Yeah.
Oh.
Famously, Ernst Udet refused to be part of that party that Elon Musk is part of, apparently.
But anyway, yeah. Well, the idea was if people want to join in to build, then they can order one. But if people don't want to know until we actually do the build, we could do it that way as well. It's up to you guys.
Well, yeah, with that, you're going to have to, in your usual great styles, make an intro clip.
He's already done it.
A placeholder.
I did that age ago, my dude.
He's done
so
it.
that's going to be a bit of a spoiler anyway. So you're going to have to do a reveal at some point, I would imagine.
Well, no, because that clip will be the intro for the new video, won't it? Or if people wanted to, we could do it as a complete surprise. Just do the normal 3 veterans part of the video, and then put the clip in as the introduction. So when we go live, go, right, this is what the kit is. Here's the clip.
It'd be funny having like 12 viewers and, you show what the kit is and drops down to 2.
Yeah. Please don't do that.
Ian Ellison's got a very good question.
Yes. Regarding Telford 25, is it worth joining IPMS for 30 quid? I would say it is if you're going to do both days.
Yeah.
Because
as an IPMS member,
cheaper.
Yeah, as an IPMS member, you get him free.
Yep.
But effectively, you've paid for your entry by joining IPMS. The other bonus, if you could call it that, is you will get every 2 months the IPMS magazine, which is all right.
Well, they're looking at whether they're still going to do that or not, aren't they?
Yeah.
But
certainly, of course, you also get to, as an IPMS member, get to go in at 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock.
Yeah. I found on the Saturday it was a little bit overwhelming with how busy it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Always that way.
Yeah. And I didn't like the fact that people were just barging past you all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It was starting to do my head in.
And it's old people that are rude.
Yeah.
Especially me, I'm quickly adding to that.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, you look at the way Kay was treated by some of the people there.
Yeah.
Kay's disabled. And, they were treating the way they were reacting to her was quite bad and quite inconsiderate. She had a fall at one point, and a load of blokes just stood around her laughing.
Yeah,
because she couldn't get up. It's like, God damn it! And I was using my walking stick, and I couldn't help her I was struggling to help her get up. One of them offered to help.
No.
I'm afraid so this is how my purple's turned out. As you see, it probably looks blue under the.
No, it does look purple.
Camera.
I don't know. So I'm colorblind.
Mikey couldn't tell you, but it looks all right.
So I got a bit of that, and that bit under the machine guns is purple, and the wheels have come up all right. So they've come like that.
Ooh, well done. June says, if it has been let out of the bag, I wasn't paying attention, so no damage done. Ian, I think I remember Gary accidentally let it slip. I won't say. George says de Havilland Sea Vixen. And he says, if you go to Telford for 2 days, it's worth it. Yeah.
Correct.
So, well, someone agrees with Mikey. What the hell?
I know, it's like the Twilight Zone. Jim says 2 weeks, slightly less than Liz Truss's PM then. I'll shush now, so that's parrot fleas politics.
Parrot fleas politics, I like
that. Ian, thanks George, good idea. It also means that you're not having to drive back the same day and things like that. And you can chill out and have a nice weekend away.
Yeah, and as Julian says there, Alex Mann said the other day, you need both days to see everything. It is difficult to get round it on the Saturday.
Yeah. But that's when a lot of the really good kits are
there.
Yeah. I did see Alex Mann, but I didn't really watch his channel at the time, so I didn't. I recognised the name,
right?
But I didn't click who it was. It says Saturday was too busy. Yeah. Julian says, I think that reaction to Kay is one reason that dissuades me, Mikey. I'd not be passive and lose my temper, which spoiled it for me. Yeah. They spoiled it for Kay, to be honest. Because she really struggled, especially after that. Bless her. Modders says, oh no, Darren says, hi everyone. Hello, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
Tiff, I struggle to see everything on Sunday, though I'm still only going to do the 1 day this year, want the other day to visit other places. Yeah, I was thinking of going to Costa. I don't know if I'm going to do the 2 days at Telford or do 1 day at Cosford and 1 day at Telford. I'm not sure because I want to see the guys, and that's what I enjoyed more. Just to be honest, I was like, model show, keep walking around looking at models, buy some kits. That's me done. But mainly because I don't enjoy walking around because it hurts. But so for me, it was most of it was getting to spend time with Gary and the guys from Models for Heroes.
Fretting about.
Yeah, exactly. Making videos and things.
Tracking down the lesser spotted Gary Evans and the greater spotted Modmin.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I've still got the other one of them to do. But I think the audio came crap through it.
Yeah.
So, do people want me to do the silly voice one with it again? Or are people just not bothered about seeing it?
They would just do the normal one, really, a normal voice one.
That's what I'm saying. The recording's not come through very well.
Yeah, I know that's why you changed the voices.
Yeah.
Because you had those.
I had lapel mics, and normally they work all right, but for some reason, I don't know whether it's because yours was so far away from you or something. But it didn't work very well, or it could have been you switched it off by mistake or something. Because
I couldn't actually see it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find the button to turn it on and off properly. So I could have messed it up.
Yeah.
Let's blame me. It's my fault.
We do, Gary. We do.
I know. The AK pens came to the rescue again.
Wonderful.
Ian says, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to find somewhere to stay because I hate driving tired in the dark." Yeah, same here. Although I did enjoy the drive down there. It's the first time I've actually enjoyed driving for a long time.
Yeah.
This says, so were me and Sonic, one at Cosford and one at the show.
Well, I think I'm going to put the decals on the side of this now.
It might even be that I do do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or something like that.
Yeah.
I do the Friday, go down there on the Thursday, and then on the Friday go to Cosford or something.
Do Cosford on the Friday, and then
just have to see how it pans out and how money pans out. So.
Well, that's it. Ah, there you are. You little swine.
Ooh, I'll be able to wear my merch at Telford this year. That'll be
Say
cool.
again?
I'll be able to wear my merch at Telford this year.
Yeah.
And everyone can go, why are you wearing that thing with a silly picture on it? Ian says, yeah, Cosford is mint. Thanks for reminding me, Mikey. Yeah. I don't think the wife's been. I've been when I was with cadets, but I don't think the wife has. So it'd be cool to take her. Oh, Morgan's supposed to be coming with us this year as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure he said he wanted to come this year.
Cool.
I mean, if he does, it's going to be his birthday present, like, because it's not a cheap weekend, and it's his birthday on the 7th. So it's his birthday that week. Yeah, he said he wants to go next time. So if he still wants to, then he'll probably come with us, and you'll get to meet him.
He does realise he has to get up early, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, what he does is he gets up early, puts his snuddy on, and then just curls up on the back seat of the car.
Oh,
with his seatbelt on, sat upright, obviously.
Yeah.
Julian says, to be honest, Mikey, even if I wasn't the target, I'd be angry. Say if I witnessed something like that happen to Cake, yeah, it made me bloody angry. It made you angry as well, didn't it? Junkwork says, I will get to Telford again. It's just cost, distance, and it's our very busy time at work. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Fair, you do live in the back end of nowhere, don't you? In the middle of the sea. Junior says, "Gotta go, folks. Kara here. Probably finish when I get back. Tatty bye all."
Cheers, Julian.
Cheers, Julian.
Kevin says, "Good day all and good chilly morning." Hello,
Oh.
Kevin.
So how's the weather in South America? Oh, my mistake. Carry on.
George says, "The problem with 2 days is getting there." Yeah. George says, "I go morning on the Saturday and leave when there are too many peeps, then go on Sunday." Yeah. See, that's another option, is doing half days or something. But who knows?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, like I say, when it gets too much for me, I just want to start with Gary and tormented Gary.
Okay, so this is the machine guns we're talking about earlier. So they're molded like that. And we have little bits of photo etch for the well, it's not going to
Focus,
focus.
damn you.
Let's try that. There we go, like that.
Hey.
Anyway, so we need to well, here it says in the instructions down there. Sorry about the glare. Focus again. Focus. There we go. So yeah, you cut off the barrel and the muzzle, make it out of photo etch and glue the muzzle back on to that. So we'll see how that goes. I'll give it a crack. But the thing is, you don't get spare guns. So if you do make a mozza of it,
yeah,
you've got to live with it. So I'm gonna give it a go anyway. But I'll try to bend it before I cut it off. But
well, I'm not going to cut it off. I'm going to roll the pea round it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's pretty much the size of a
toothpick.
A toothpick. So I'm going to try that, and if it works, then we'll progress. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Either progress or
Kevin says
egress.
Kevin says -14. Wow. Dieter says, "Back to work by tomorrow. The second floor offices have to be vacant." Ooh. Ian says, "Go to Cosford on Saturday, George. It's not far from Telford."
Yeah.
I've realised Jim
Cosford on the Monday.
Did Jim go, or did he even come in today?
Jim's been in.
He was at the start. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's not commented for ages.
Oh, that was easy.
That we have arranged. Sorry, I'm just reading an email.
Yep. Oh, perfect size. Yeah. Use a toothpick, cocktail stick, perfect size. So that works. Way easier than I thought it would, because this photo etch for these is sort of like half the thickness of the rest of the stuff. Well done, Eduard. It's too easy.
There you go. I've just had an email, Gary, off of Redbubble. Your products have been shipped.
Yeah, I've just had the same email. So my Harrier Group Build sticker, my STFU Benji sticker, and my T-shirt.
Oh, Ian, I did the Get Your Kits Out T-shirt for you. It's on the store.
Yeah, get your kits out.
I need to put that in the description as well. Junkwork says, "I'm hoping to get to the Scottish National Model Show this year, though."
Right. Well, Friends of Models for Heroes will have a stand there manned by the lovely Lisa and the even lovelier Carl.
Yes.
Who I've met. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's very protective, is Lisa. Every time I'm there, 36 years old, on a walking stick, and Gary's 60 something. And every time I went to the table, she made Gary get up and move so that I could sit on the comfy chair.
Yeah.
That's because I don't take my walking stick to Telford because it gets in the way.
Yeah.
Luckily, being on the Friends Models for Heroes stand, I can sit down whenever I want until you turn up, and then I have to get up. But
Junkwork says yes, he knows Lisa and Carl quite well.
oh, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, they're both poorly bears at the moment.
I call it lack of moral fibre. Lack of moral fortitude. Tiff has put the link to the merch store in the chat as well. Thank you very much, modders. Don't know what I'd do without you.
Sing. Sing me a song.
Gary.
I was making it up as I was going along.
George says, might do that next year and think it's on the way back from Telford for me. Well, it's right next to Telford. It's like 10-15 minutes from the International Centre.
8 miles from my front door.
There we go. So now we can figure out where Gary lives. I can go and traumatize him.
About a mile from the Telford International Centre.
So that's 2 points of a triangle that we needed.
Yeah. And the other point is nowhere near Newcastle, South Australia.
Well, that's because Newcastle's nowhere near South Australia.
Well, there you go. That's how much I know. That was deliberate to put them off.
Yeah, the newer castle is, I'm 170 kilometres north of Sydney, or thereabouts.
George says, anyway, got to go back to work. Bye all. Goodbye, George.
Cheers, George. Thanks for dropping in.
Yes.
How are we doing for time? Oh, we've only got 8 minutes left.
Yeah. I've done pretty much the square root of hee-haw.
Well, I've done some deckling. I've done some corrections. Got the undercarriage on. Well, built. It's not on. And I have painted this morning the upper wing like a pillock. I thought that the upper wing had a lozenge below it, and it doesn't. So that's got to be primed and painted red as well.
Because red is such a lovely colour to paint.
Well, this I will say this Real Colours, the new bottled Real Colours red does go down very well. The only issue I found was the moulded ribbing they've got on the upper wing.
Yeah,
does make it quite difficult to spray.
Oh, okay.
But it's dried lovely, so. So I'm very happy.
Very good.
So these PE parts actually roll pretty well, don't they?
They do. They're quite thin.
I'll take my hat off to you, boys.
You would have
take your hat off to my boys. Well, both of them.
Well, no, just even attempting that. I just went, no.
No, it's easier than what it sounds, actually. You do what you want to do, but I think it'll work.
You do you.
And I'll do me.
Ooh,
Just a matter of gluing it onto the breech.
Once more into the breach, my friends.
Once more. Ah, that is a decal. Oh, brilliant.
Which bit?
On the red one that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I thought initially I thought this part here I had to paint.
Yeah.
That. No, it's a decal. So
it is. Yeah.
Do you know what? I actually quite like the look of these P parts unpainted on it.
Yeah, look, they're metal, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, it looks like very gangster machine guns, like chrome plated or something.
It's gangster.
Right. Zoomy zoom. It says thanks George. Bye for now. Bye zoomy zoom. In
And focus.
and focus. There you go.
That does look all right, actually.
I quite like the look of
It
that.
does look all right, yeah.
I just need to flatten it down more. So I might leave them like that. Just leave them a bit gangster and put wash over.
Oh, that's a huge knife. Nah, that's a knife.
So that's the only thing I've heard you say that I've understood this week, Gary.
What? Now that's a knife.
Yeah, because there was no accent.
I apologise for being a pommy bastard.
Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome the pommy bastard to God's own earth. And tell them we don't like stuck-up sticky beaks here.
Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to this afternoon.
You'll be fine, princess.
Yeah, I know, but I can't go back to the bench because I can't see properly.
Oh, yes?
You can. You
Yeah.
can just talk.
Well, you could, yeah. I certainly can't go and kill some Germans in Sniper Elite 5 because
See, you could if you had my setup because it's a 100-inch screen.
I can't read
Mine's
a book.
Well, that's the 2 hours. We should say our fare thee wells.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, if you don't want to do any more.
Oh,
It is
you know, have
bedtime.
to do some more. But,
Another sticker idea. Is it decal, decal, or decal? Now.
Stickers.
Or is it a sticker? Yeah.
Yeah. Keep them coming. We had a high of 28 viewers today.
Well, people got nothing better to do.
Ian says, how do you pronounce decal?
Exactly like Mikey just did. Decal.
John pronounced it Decali.
Yeah, so I say decal, but my view is it doesn't matter how you pronounce it. You pronounce it how you do in your part of the world, and I'm not going to judge you.
You do you.
It's like Nigella Lawson saying microwave.
Or in Welsh, poppity ping.
Is that really Welsh for microwave?
Yep. It's not a joke.
Poppity ping. Oh, dear. Now that's something I would expect Mr. Tumble to say.
He's retired now, hasn't
Has he? Probably
Yep.
made millions from doing that. I hate
he? He
him.
certainly has.
Mr. Tumble.
Oh,
Who dat?
it's a fat bloke who's a children's entertainer.
Oh God, that could be half of the problems in the world.
Tiff says, Google says decal. There you go.
Well, on common as they come, it's decal.
It's on the internet, so it must be true.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
call my microwave chef.
Ian says, I call my microwave Chef Mike.
You know, if you go for a job in Witherspoons as a chef, the training is can you set the dial and press the button.
Don't you diss Witherspoons? I quite like it.
Here's
Kevin
cheap.
says,
I am uncouth, and they serve beer.
Kevin says, Deck Owl.
Yeah. Totally
Owl.
agree, Kevin.
What I say.
But then occasionally I find myself saying decal and I go, oh, no, that's not the right way.
It's from the French word stickers.
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 Transfer. Yeah, then Jimmy's here. Look, he's spoken.
Oh, there you go. Hi, Jim.
We were worried
Hey,
about you, Jim. You went quiet.
Yeah. Oh, Dieter, if you're still here, I've just had an email confirming that your order has been shipped as well.
Oh my God.
That's pretty cool that it does that. Yeah. So for those that aren't aware, with the merch store, in terms of pricing and stuff, I don't have a say in the pricing. So, yeah. But there's some pretty cool stuff on that. And I believe it was last night, but it's 25% off everything at the minute. Jim says, I was at my modelling bench working on my P1127.
The Kestrel.
Yeah, they pronounce it P1127, by the way.
I pronounce it
No, they
F-U,
do. Yeah, it's P for project 1127.
Yeah,
Or
I
Kestrel.
pronounce it F-U-J-O-H-N.
And you'd be wrong. Again.
It's still a Kestrel.
Duke says, that's a sticker. Is it decal, or decal?
Decal, decal, or decal?
Decali.
Decale. So yeah.
How to start a debate at Telford.
Yeah, it's easier to say you're all wrong. You know,
You've
it
done
doesn't matter.
a good
It
job with
doesn't
those
matter.
transfers.
Everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you say Fokker or Fokker? Actually,
Yeah.
Is that correct? Dita would know.
Yeah. Kevin says, actually, I call them pain in the ass.
Well, I like decaling. I enjoy decaling.
Decaling.
Stickering.
Yeah. Stickering.
Guns.
God, that looks lovely.
Yeah.
Does, right,
So,
doesn't it?
yeah, John, show us what you've managed to achieve today.
Oh, all right. So yeah. So certainly it's been placed there, but the gun, as you see, the muzzle has been, stuck on the back of the gun. What I've got to do, you can't really see them, but down there, the shiny bits are the front faces of the. It's not focused, but the front faces of the guns, and then those tiny muzzles go on. Two of those, and and as you see, they just literally sit on forward of the pilot there. So two of those. You can see I've also painted the purple bit underneath those guns. And as you saw earlier, I painted the purple and the RLM02, the grey-green for my centre section of the undercarriage, the wheels themselves. So the next step on those was going to be, because I have full wheel masks, there's only one side that's purple, the outside. Put the mask on to cover all the RLM02 grey and then paint a whiter colour for the rubber.
Yeah.
And then, so next week you'll see those being stuck onto the trestle for the undercarriage. That'll all go on. Oh, don't lose the guns. I'll put that down with the other one. But yeah, it's coming together. So what I haven't done on camera is the rest of the rib tape on the upper wing. What I'm thinking is I'm just going to do this off camera. It's up to you guys how long we want to drag this out. But if I do the rib tape off camera, I can probably start progressing and get the top wing on next week.
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Otherwise, we're going to be here all bloody year. Aren't we?
Yeah. So are you guys both happy to progress the wings off camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And and the rest of all the struts and everything else have been painted RLM02 as per the painting guide, and I've numbered all the parts. So some of them have to be certain positions. So I've got numbers, so I can't get them wrong. We'll see how these go. Looking at where the mounting for them is, some of the holes and pads are quite small. All the Eduard biplanes I've done before have not been a problem at all. I've really enjoyed the process, and I think I will do it with these as well. At the start, I said I chose this scheme because it's unattractive, and I'm warming to it because it's so German. I think it's going to look quite interesting when it's done. I'm really enjoying this build because
Excellent.
it's unusual. Most people would go for, the one that's on the box because it's nice and colourful and looks like a barber's shop. But I'm loving the build.
Are you taking the mick out of Gary's plane?
No, I'm not. Like So the difficulty for me is deciding which scheme because all the schemes in this kit are so different.
Yes.
So the Ernst Udet one is particularly nice.
Yeah.
The main reason I gone for this one is there is a reproduction. Somebody in America had built a flying reproduction of this aircraft, and I was watching it just thinking that looks so German. So I was going to do it because it's so German. Yeah. That's me.
It says nice, Jim. There we go. It says nice one, Jim. And he says, why did they change the name from Kestrel, a bird that hovers, to a harrier?
Well, a harrier is a hunting bird.
I might have that in my book, actually.
Yeah.
So I shall. That book.
Harrier, the what?
Oh, look at that, a GR5. Or is it a GR9? No, I think it's a 5.
Oh, John, look what I found in it as well. 7488.
Oh, really?
Yeah, flying over Akrotiri.
Nice. All right, so I'm still thinking I might do. I think I like the light aircraft grey underneath. I could do any scheme I want. I was looking. I think it was Duke. Somebody mentioned last week, maybe it was Julian, mentioned the Arctic one, how they did a distemper white over the olive green.
Yeah.
Looks fantastic. I'm thinking that's still a possibility for me. I haven't ruled anything out yet.
So yeah, but that book goes all into the developments and the history and stuff like that around it. So
great.
Yeah, and the design and stuff. So yeah, it might be in there. I'll have a look.
Cool.
Let's take me off big screen because all I've done is the machine gun. Gary, what have you managed to do today?
Okay, so today I have painted half a wing.
Yeah,
I've got to do it in half. All right, I have machine guns are ready to go on. I've just had the tiny little thing fall out the cockpit, so I've got to try and get that back in.
Yeah.
I have decaled the underneath.
Yeah.
And I have sorted out the problem I had on top.
Excellent.
And I've started on the decals on the side.
Ooh. Oh,
that's
cool.
Great.
Nice.
Starting to make it pop a little bit.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do over the next few days, all being well, is I will do the underside of the wing, get that all done, ready for assembling the wings next week. I'll put the German crosses on here and maybe on the lower wing, the underside of the lower wing, get them on, get that done. Sort this boarding stepping because it keeps collapsing. I might take it off and put it on at a later date. Wheels are on, in fact. It's off. There you go. I'm taking it off. So yeah, and happy days.
Excellent.
And Mike,
What about you?
Well, all I've done is put that radiator and engine on. Finally.
Oh.
If I can zoom in on that.
They are looking very different from each other, aren't they?
So unlike the other two, I need to move that light over actually. Unlike the other two, my cowling is cut away.
Yeah.
So you can see a lot more of the engine.
Cool.
I think it looks quite cool. Like that. So I've put them on and I've done sort of part way through the machine gun. So yeah.
That is looking good.
So yeah, that's what I've done.
It's really really enjoyable kit. Still loving it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Jim says I'll go public.
Jim says it was named Harrier because it was almost completely different airplane from the Kestrel. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I'll have a look and see what it says in the book. It says, I think that was Kieran, John.
The Arctic Harrier. Okay.
Jim said, for one thing, Harrier is supersonic. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
not.
Tell
Harrier
you that
never
now.
supersonic.
There was
It's
going to
the-
be a P1147, I think it was going to be a supersonic Harrier that was never developed.
Yeah.
It's probably the last supersonic fighter jet that the RAF had. Last subsonic fighter jet that the RAF had.
It could shift and it could get close, but it couldn't go supersonic.
Didn't need to. Different role.
It was so maneuverable, it was ridiculous.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Mm.
It's so good. The Americans bought it.
And are still using it, British government.
Yeah. Anyway, that's us done for another day.
Yeah.
Another
Another day, another dollar,
stream.
another decent progression on the Fokker.
So tomorrow,
Oh,
being
let's see.
Friday, is it a lifeboat sort of thing, or what sort of flavour am I sensing?
I think it's lifeboat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be lifeboat. I need to change it. I'm not sure if Mr. Evans is joining us though.
Okay.
So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I need to do some work on my lifeboat anyway.
Okay. Well, we can do lifeboat. I'll change it to lifeboat.
Okay, I could do lifeboat.
Because I want to put the decals on the cab and that as well. So.
Cool.
I never thought I'd say that. I want to put decals on.
There you go.
You've changed.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so we're going to do the finish the decaling of wings off camera.
Because I've done that and Gary's done most of his.
Yeah.
So then next week we can focus on doing the struts and things.
Yeah, assembly. And these are going to pop. I think they're going to look great.
I hope so.
Have you two put your undercarriage on yet?
No, mine's I've only just glued the wheels on today, so
Well, there you go. Then, if we, so if I catch up with sort of painting the undercarriage and stuff, that could be going on as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Brilliant.
I believe I'm going to be putting the wing and basically final assembly, really. The wing, the struts, and the undercarriage. Wow. Yeah.
Cool. Right. See you all tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Same place, same spot on the dial.
All right. See you tomorrow, guys.
Ta-da.
Guru.